What are you doing, Boo Boo? I need to go upstairs. I understand, Boo Boo. Okay, I guess I will take you up first before I take up my laptop. Hold on, let me rearrange my hands here. Come here. Come on, puppy girl. Boo Boo. She's so happy to go to work.
Peanut.
She's so happy. She loves going up there so much.
Peanut, breathe, baby girl.
You happy, baby girl? You ready to go to work? She's got great pitches.
This is now a daily routine.
Well,
She's
I have no
so
choice.
happy.
She's a bully.
I know.
She bullies me with her puppiness.
I know. Happy girl. Happy girl.
I just designed a bookmark. Good morning. I've been busy editing. I've got lots of stuff in the can and ready to be edited. It's been a very productive week on all fronts, really. I've been working in my planner journal. I've been doing sketchbook stuff. I've been filming videos. And the biggest thing of all is that I started a new zine. Last Thursday, the idea came into my mind. And since then, it's been just like a total art binge. I think this is the fastest I've ever created a mini zine ever. It is really coming along here. You can actually kind of get a sense of it here. I have these 2 pages left to finish, and then the cover, and any other little final touch-ups, and then it is nearing completion. I'm in a weird spot today. I'm thinking I have lots of like little things to work on, like editing and some admin things, but I'm kind of like, ooh, maybe I just art binge this and try to get the zine done, which might be my focus. So I'm gonna edit just a little bit more on this video that I'm working on for Patreon, and then I think I might really focus on this zine. Well, this Patreon vlog ended up being a freaking beast. It is jam-packed with stuff. Holy moly, but at least it's done. It took me way longer to edit than I thought, but I'm happy with it. I'm about to dive into working on this zine, which I know I still need to talk to you guys about. But in the meantime, is anyone else really excited about this on Netflix? I think this is what I'm gonna watch in the background as I'm working today. All right, you might hear my computer whirring over there because I'm exporting something, but I wanted to take a moment to talk about this new zine I am working on. It's an 8-fold mini zine, so that's why it's all on one sheet. You guys have seen this from me in the past. I have a whole collection of these, obviously in my Etsy shop, printed, folded versions, but this is what the originals look like. I am creating a zine that's basically going to be like a little book of ghosts, where I'm essentially documenting various paranormal or ghosts that I have, paranormal experiences / ghosts that I have met throughout my life. So each ghost has its own little page, and then I am illustrating each one obviously onto a built-up background, and then I have the story and then basically the name of the ghost on each page. There's a very loud airplane going by right now as I'm trying to explain this, but you get the gist of it here, and I've just been cranking on this. It's probably the fastest zine I think I've ever made. I just was like really inspired, and I've just been on such a ghost kick lately. I thought, why not, document the ghosts or, again, paranormal experiences in my life, and like a zine is the perfect way to do it. So I've been working on this page here, which I have this illustration started. I need to do some trimming, and I want to detail out all of the little branches and get the text going and kind of work on the background a little bit on this one. And then I need to create this one completely. I have some sketches in my sketchbook, which I can also show you just kind of what I'm thinking for this one. And then I have my cover, which I also have sort of planned out as well. So I am like legitimately nearing the finish line on this, which is pretty crazy. And I can also show you in my sketchbook kind of some of the progress. This was kind of the initial kind of planning that I had been working on. Just kind of figuring out the text and the imagery and kind of listing some of the ghosts that I knew that I was going to feature. You can see here I'm kind of playing with some of the cover idea. So I think I want to create one of my larger ghosts with hands kind of. And let's see, do I have, no. And have the hands like holding another piece of paper to like, for like the title credits on the back. I don't know, it's hard to explain. And then a much more like little ghosts kind of floating. So I think I'm gonna play with this for my cover. I need to kind of re-sketch it. This is very, very rough sketches here. These were the initial sketches for those first 2 pages, which is obviously kind of already done in here. And then this is kind of the sketch that I'm working on for this other page that I still need to finish. So I'm kind of playing with a couple of different ideas on this, but we'll see which one actually takes shape once I legit start sketching it. But yeah, I've just been really, really inspired and focused. So I really want to get this done before I start working on other tarot cards and stuff, but I'm happy with the progress so far. So I'm sitting here working on my sketches for the little last page that I have to illustrate. And then I started kind of drafting up a little bit of a cover too. This is something sometimes that I will do, is I will kind of have, you know, a bit of a really rough sketch in my sketchbook, and then I'll kind of trace over it with tracing paper to create a little bit of a cleaner version, and then I'll do a final transfer using my little light box here. Having a light box is so handy, OMG. I took a pause from watching the Cecil Hotel documentary on Netflix, which is fantastic, by the way, and I made myself a cup of coffee, so I have my afternoon coffee happening. And then I also randomly, I saw this on Instagram that someone had shared a little miniature that they had built. It was like a little miniature from Animal Crossing, and that they were inspired by this YouTube channel, and now I can't remember what it is because I just started watching it, from Studson Studio. OMG. His miniatures are amazing. I'm watching him create this one. It's a miniature Nook's Cranny. It is so cool, and I'm like looking forward to like plunging into more of his videos because I think he does a lot of tabletop stuff. So it's been just really entertaining watching that, and it's inspiring me, or reminding me rather, to dig out the fairy house that I got literally in December and haven't done anything with it. I wanted to revamp it and paint it for Roman to put in the front yard for the fairies, but I just haven't had time to really get to it, and it's reminding me that maybe I should dig that project back out again and work on it, because miniatures are very fun, I will admit. But anyways, yeah, I just want to share that little tidbit. Studson Studio? Studson Studio. So cool. So I'm making really good progress here. You can see I have this one page cut out over here. I've got the little illustration ready to go, and I went and cut out all the little windows so you can see the background kind of peeking through, which is nice. I did get this orange painted in today as well, which is contrasting nice against this blue, because this spread will be kind of next to each other, so it's there's some good like visual, you know, balance happening here. And then this illustration, I'm definitely going to position more upward like this, since this one is a little bit lower, and then the text on this page will be down here. So still need to create the text and add a little bit more to the background potentially, and maybe even add a little bit of gray to this, but I'm not entirely sure, but that is making progress there. Meanwhile, over on my cover, because I'm kind of doing, I wanted to get kind of both of these illustration elements completed at the same time, sort of. I have kind of my little main ghost cover, and then in my head, how I have this kind of figured out is that I want to have like an explosion of little ghosts kind of coming across, because this is the front and then this is the back. So when it's folded, when you kind of flip it over, you can see it's like a continuation of both sides. And then I think what I want to do, so I have like the little ghosts, so I've sketched out a whole bunch of these. So I'm gonna have to ink all these and then cut out each one individually so that they're like little ghost confetti on here. And it will be obviously very time consuming to do, but it will be totally worth it. Anytime I'm cutting out little elements like this and overlapping them or putting them on, it always has really good payoff. You can kind of get a sense of that here with these little book pages, that these are, each one of these are individually made and then put on. So I think once I actually do these, it will look really good. And then in my mind, I have in my mind what I want is this little ghost to be holding like a piece of paper or something. I might even use the same sort of ledger paper I've been using for the text. He would be kind of holding it here and then kind of come over onto the back side, and it would strip across the back side here where I would say, you know, my credits, or so to speak, you know, at by Bun mini zine on the back, and then the date, of course. And I'm debating whether I want to add something in the front that says, you know, what it is, explaining that these are ghosts that I've encountered in my life, or do I just leave it as header ghost with explosion of mini ghosts? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm just gonna keep moving forward. I might work on these guys, but I also need to figure out what this little scroll piece is in my mind. Originally, I thought I was going to do it in the same paper as this, but I think it would be too much. I think if I use like a warm tone of some sort, I think it will mesh a little bit better. I also still need to ink the header for this guy over here. So there's still a lot of inking to do. So I'm going to work on inking these and then figure out what this piece is here. Unfortunately, I can't glue these down yet until I have all of those other pieces figured out. Good morning. It is day 2 of this studio vlog, rolling into a second day here. I've got my coffee going. I have showered. I've put myself together. I'm in my studio now, starting to work. I had to do a little bit of tidying up because I was making Valentine's late last night for Rome. So I had to clear off all the paper scraps and Valentine's things out of the way so that I can continue working on this zine. I'm on a mission. I think I can finish it today. And if I can finish it today, I might be able to go get copies of it to get a first look of how it looks. I am gonna get right into it here. I'm gonna organize some of the other little paper scraps over here into my planner, journal, ephemera pile, and you know, put some of the tracing paper drawings that I had for those illustrations from yesterday. I'll probably pop those into my sketchbook, kind of on the same page of where I had those other sketches. I like saving those because sometimes, you know, you never know. If I have to redo something, I can reference those. Plus it just has a cool overlay effect in your sketchbook. It's just a cool way to put more stuff in your sketchbook, really. Also, first thing this morning, I updated my 5-year. I try to do this every morning. I write yesterday's entry like in the morning so that it's just done, and it's just a great way for me to stay on top of it. I have not fallen behind on this yet, and I do my best to like doodle or draw something every day in there, because I do think, you know, having a little daily doodle does make it look a lot cooler. So I at least sketch some things out. I do need to like ink it a little bit more, but that is happening as well. So lots of ink needs to happen this morning, but let's go ahead and jump right into it. It is a new week. This is just gonna be one mega studio vlog of a bunch of random things. But after reviewing some of the footage this morning, which I am also importing now into my computer as we speak, or my hard drive rather, I really have just been focusing on that zine this entire vlog here. A couple of zine updates over the weekend. I did go get it printed. However, I went to a different office supply store, and I'm not super crazy about their paper stock. Not all color copiers are created equal. You know, some places are better than others, and sometimes even just their paper stock can vary for what they print on color copies. Because all of my zines, here's a little sneaky peek, all of my zines are done at just office supply stores with the self, what is it called? The self copies, the self-done copies out of the copier. I do that because I feel like that is the whole vibe of zines, is like the self-printing part of it. I think that's what makes it look as cool as it does. Plus the colors actually always turn out really good. So like, it's just not something that I would ever self-print at home, you know, unless I was just doing like a one-off copy for myself or something like that. But when I'm mass producing these, it is a lot easier to just go get color copies made. That said, because we are in a new town, I'm not quite familiar with my local copier places quite yet, so I'm still kind of navigating that to find the right fit. So I got these printed. The good news is it looks fantastic. By the way, these are my crazy Valentine's Day nails. More on that later. The good news is it looks great. The zine itself, I am really, really happy with it. And even these prints, it's not terrible, but I am so particular about them. And you guys, like, I spend so much time folding and cutting these so that I can sell them. And it is a very, very time consuming process doing each one of these individually. And I'm really like particular about trimming and making sure all the pages line up and that like it's glued really well. Like the quality, if you have any of my zines, you can tell that there is a lot of time that I put into cutting these. They're not terrible, but I want to see if I can find the color copier that matches what I have been doing for years with my zines. And it's just that the paper stock is just slightly thicker. Like, it is such a subtle difference that I think the average person would not even notice the difference, but I do, and it matters to me. Like, I think this looks really good, and if you were just to get this one zine, you would be fine. But if you have this zine next to my other zines, you might be able to slightly tell a difference. So I'm kind of in an interesting toss-up situation if I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. Actually, the more I hold these, the more I'm kind of actually liking this more than the other ones. I will also just add, in the midst of getting these printed and looking at them, I am so pleased with the cover design on this, with this background that I created with all these tiny little cutout ghosts. It looks so cute cut out, or it looks so cute printed, and in this way that I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I had just full sheets of just this pattern here. So, and it's because I had some leftover like test zines that I was kind of putting leftover scraps into my planner journal, and I was just looking at how cute this is just by itself, that selfishly I'm like, I just want sheets of a pattern of this. So I have been working on creating some of that. I also, in my planner journal, and you guys will see this in a upcoming video of me collaging my Hobonichi cover, you're gonna see it, but I also pulled out some of prints of my banana pattern that I had made a really long time ago. That was when I was making patterns for the mini journal kits, and I didn't end up using the bananas for the mini journal kits because they were too big and I needed to kind of rework it. But I started just using the banana prints myself in other things, like in my journal, and cutting it out and using it as like little stickers and just like paper and backgrounds and stuff. And it got me thinking that it actually would be a really cool just digital download option in my Etsy shop. So now my brain is spinning. Not only do I want to create more patterns like that to offer as a digital download, selfishly have for myself as ephemera and backgrounds for things, and then also, yeah, just to have it as an option as a digital download. So and to also include as new mini print options in the kits, because I don't have very many mini journal kits left, and all of this is to gear up to restock my shop with all sorts of new stuff. So I have been experimenting with the idea of coming up with like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of these little cutout ghosts on a background. So last night I began working on it, drawing all of these little ghosts by hand, which I will then ink and cut out. And I actually think I'm gonna do a larger version of it, which I will then attempt to turn into washi tape. So, because I am just obsessed with these little cutout ghosts. I think they're so fun, they're so cute. I just really like the idea of using it a few different ways. Having it as a digital download, turning it into some washi tape, using it for myself, and then maybe having it as a new print for mini journal kits. We shall see. That is the general plan. So I'm gonna get working on this now. I might cut up a few more of these. My thought is that I got a lot of these prints made, is that even though I'm not 100% sure these are the ones that I wanna move forward with for like my final printing method, I will probably still make these and offer these as like a B grade option in my Etsy shop. So more to come on that. Also in the future, probably this week I will start to plan a video tour of this, and I love the concept of it so much that I don't think I want to have just a regular old flip tour of it like I have done with some of my other mini zine tours. I want to go full send and do like a cinematic, crazy, spooky, fun thing that sort of highlights each ghost and maybe calls to the story, or I don't know. I'm gonna start brainstorming on how I want to film that. I really want to have fun producing an actual legit video for that. So that's gonna be like tingling in the back of my mind as I work on that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna cut up and fold more zines, seek out a better printer or the other printer type if I can, and then work on all these little baby ghosts for creating backgrounds and maybe some washi tape. We shall see. And I know you guys are gonna come for me because I'm not doing this stuff digitally. I know, 1000%. This is something that I could do digitally and repeat 1,000 times. You know, make 10 or 15 of them and then just repeat it 1,000 times on a scanned background. But guess what? Your girl hates digital stuff. I respect people that do digital art because I hate doing it myself. I have been trying to teach myself Procreate and I freaking hate it. I hate it. So I've just learned I am old school to the core. This will bring me great joy, inking and cutting out every little individual one of these. That's just how I operate. Yeah, gonna work on that. Got a lot to do. I need more coffee, that is for sure. Sitting on the floor now in the chaos that is this corner of my office. Not very cute at all. It's okay. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I have last filmed. So let me give you guys a quick update. I got zines printed, copied, and I wanted to just really quickly show you the difference between the two copiers, basically. Even though they are color Xerox machines, not all machines are created equal. And so I wanted to show you the direct comparison. And in my personal experience, Staples is a better place to go for color Xeroxing versus some other places. And here is why. The number one reason is that their paper stock is a little bit thicker. So this is the paper, the copy, sorry, I got a little sunburst here. This is the copy that I got done at an Office Depot, and this is the copy that I got done at a Staples. The standard white paper that they put in their paper trays at Staples is slightly thicker, like just ever so slightly thicker, and the print comes out a little bit smoother and glossier versus like a matte color copy print. Now look, The details between the two is so small. It's so tiny. The average Joe, I don't think would even notice the difference between the two, but I see a difference in the colors. Like, I think the Staples prints, which you can see here, is a little bit more kind of a yellow, but the colors print much better on Staples on this particular paper than, let's say, this one. Again, the differences are so slight, but I really prefer the Staples paper over anything else. So I was able to find a Staples. Also next to the Staples was a Daiso. My first time ever shopping at Daiso. Amazing. I have never been to a Daiso before because I hadn't lived near one that was convenient to go to, and it just so happens I live not that far away from a Daiso now, so I thought it might be fun to do a quick little Daiso haul of everything that I got. Again, this was my first time at a Daiso, so I was very excited, but all in all, I really didn't spend that much. This was 38 bucks for everything that I'm about to show you here. Some of it is stationery stuff, some of it is random stuff, a lot of it is stuff that I got for Roman, not gonna lie, because I thought that it was really cute and that he would like it. But let's just jump in. I'm just gonna pull stuff out of my bag, and then I will probably do a bigger unboxing of like the stationery stuff that I got, probably on Patreon, and I'll do like a journal with me kind of thing. But at least I could share this giant haul with you guys. Let's get into it. Okay, here we go. I haven't done a haul in a long time. I was amazed at how much Toy Story Disney stuff they had. I had no idea. So I picked up a Toy Story pencil sharpener. This is just for my own usage here, but my son loves Toy Story. It's the only Disney movie that he can actually sort of sit through for a few minutes. So I got lots of Toy Story things for him, and also just a lot for myself because it makes me think of him. Not all this is gonna be in focus. We're just gonna roll with it. Some cute little Toy Story Post-its, which are super cute. For my planner journal, obviously. I got these strawberry scented erasers, a gathering eraser. I tend to like artificial strawberry smelling stationery things, so I'm excited to open that and take a whiff. A 2-pack of these color brush pens. It looks like it's a Daiso brand brush pen. I don't know, I figured I would just give it a whirl. It comes with a gray and a black, so I'd try it out. And if I liked it, they had a whole bunch of different colors. Figure if I liked it, I can always expand my collection. Really cute little Toy Story pouch, probably for Roman, because he likes to carry things around all over the place. I got a giant watercolor palette because I do plan on making a big purchase of a lot of watercolor tubes because I've been working out of a sample palette for a long time now, and I think it was time for me to beef up. I need to purchase and then beef up and create like my perfect palette. So picked up one of these. I'm excited about that. No commentary needed on these, obviously. Had to get this. Oh yeah, I really liked this crazy like mermaid colored nail polish. I don't know. I'm really into doing my nails lately, as you can tell. So I thought that this would be kind of a fun color to experiment with. I got a small cutting board because I prepare Roman's lunches, and I always need, well, any meal that I prepare for Roman requires me chopping and cutting a lot of things, and I like to cut things into fun shapes and make it fun. So having small little cutting boards like this that I can just pull out and chop fruit and non-chokeable food things for him is easy. I got Roman this little school notebook. It just has white paper in it. He loves crayons and drawing. He has several different sketchbooks, so I thought I could just add this to his little collection there with the Toy Story gang on it. Toy Story stickers. These are for Roman, and my thought with this is that I could stick them onto his little Toy Story box. He has so many crayons now all over the place, and he really likes putting things in and out of boxes. So I thought having his own little art supply box with some extra stickers could be really fun. 2 other little small stationery things. I got this, this washi tape. This was a character I had never heard of. I'm not super familiar with all of the characters and whatnot, but I believe this is like a little whale or a seal. I think it's a whale of some sort. It just was really cute, and I liked the kind of blue and pink combo there. So that was actually the only washi tape that I picked up. I resisted and just limited myself to getting one. I also got a little ballpoint pen. Again, another character that I'm not sure. I think it's a cat of some sort. I don't know, just a really simple ballpoint pen. I'll open that up and test that later. So I got this little fun tray, which I actually think this tray is meant for your underwear because it actually says underclothing arrangement case, but I think it will actually be perfect to store washi tape in because my washi tape is getting a little out of hand, and I think this will fit inside one of my drawers to organize my washi tape chaos, which is all just thrown into a box at the moment. So I got one to give it a go. We'll see if it works, and hopefully I can get all that reorganized. I got this cute little bin, little Mickey Mouse bin of some sort, but I got this to put my tubes of gouache into because I've been using the Arteza gouache quite a bit, and I have the tubes just kind of all over the place, and I thought that this was a cuter little box to use to throw in there. Then the last thing that I got was, again, hopefully a storage solution for my sticker madness. My sticker drawer, my sticker folder, my sticker boxes is straight up out of control. I need to literally pull every sticker out and completely reorganize it, especially now that I've been, you know, getting my sticky subscription. My sticker collection is really a problem, and I just need to reorganize it. There needs to be a system in place, and I have 0 systems in place for my stickers. I picked up 2 little, like, what would you call these? Divided folders, so they're like the pocket folder kind of things, and I got 2 big ones and 2 little ones with the hopes that I can maybe come up with some sort of system in organizing my stickers. I will probably turn that into some sort of video, either here for YouTube or for Patreon. I'm not entirely sure. Couldn't resist with these. I got 2 of each. I feel like this will be enough. I also have a sticker folder too, like a ring binder, but I think this will be enough to get everything sorted. So there you have it, a ginormous Daiso haul. At least that felt like a big haul to me. I haven't been shopping like that in a long time. It is like a black hole in there. There's so many little things everywhere, and it really takes a while to like scan the aisles and look at everything on the shelves. It's pretty crazy. All right, this has been a super random vlog, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I think the, you know, finale of a Daiso haul is pretty great. Stay tuned for updates regarding a big Etsy shop relaunch restock. I have lots of new stuff in the works. I have new stickers. I'm working on washi tape. I have bookmarks, mystery prints, just a whole bunch of things. I'm working on digital downloads, a whole bunch of new stuff, restocks, all sorts of good things happening. Stay tuned. You can always get updates on Instagram. You can also just like or favorite my shop on Etsy, and you'll get notified when there's new items there. But I will let you guys know, obviously here on YouTube, and especially on Instagram, which is where I will post any other kind of shop related updates as well. But yeah, but the new zine, need to cut and fold all these babies. The new zine will be also part of that larger sort of shop relaunch. I try to batch a bunch of products going up at once so that if you guys want to buy stuff, you can bundle stuff together so that it's cheaper shipping versus me constantly rolling out random stuff. I think it makes more sense to do it all as one big launch of things. All right, I'm gonna start diving into some of this stationery stuff. I'm pretty excited. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.